All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing Stormworks Classic Career. What are we doing today? I'm not sure. Oh, we're here. We are here. Pumping crude oil. So what I want to do is I want to check on. I know there was a storm coming. So, oh, we haven't opened up our jet fuel yet. Let's do that just for good measure. Yeah, what did we try last time? We tried the helicopter and it didn't work, right? Let's see if we can try that one more time. Why didn't it work? Well, Stormworks is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. You would think that I could just take off and go straight up into the air with the helicopter. But that's not the case. Once the helicopter starts moving, it wants to track right or left. There might be a way to fix that with Lua or some other fancy stuff, but it's just the default way. It's just the default way. That's it. So, like, it's not, oh, it's not tied down to anything. It should just take off, and we should be able to go straight up into the air with it. So we'll see. I might end up spawning it in. The problem with Classic Career, like all this, so you have to spawn it in the hangar, right? And oh, whoops. It's what? So you kind of got to get it going in the hangar, and then you have to try not to fly high in the air. You got to kind of fly low in the air and try and make it out of the hangar before you can take off. Just a few things. Maybe I doubt it, but maybe they'll give us a spaceport or something where we can. Like there is the one base. There is a helicopter base. It's actually close by. It's this one here. This is the official helicopter base where you can build your helicopter inside, and it will spawn out front. So yeah, I know the weather's bad and all that. It's gonna get bad on us here, but I'd like to try at least go to that island over there, or that big one over there, which we haven't discovered yet. That's over here somewhere. So yeah, we'll just see what we can do. I don't think I'm tied down to anything. But instead of taking off and going straight up, we'll do that, but at the same time it wants to track to the left and it wants to track to the right. And I think what's happening is the feet are getting caught, and that's what's causing it to. So if I just eliminate that part of it and just make it flat all around, it should work. Because I have a similar helicopter pad on another ship which doesn't have this. It's got magnets instead to hold the helicopter down. Like right now we're at full power. But it doesn't want to. See? It wants to do that. I just don't understand why. So let's what can we do here just to I guess it doesn't matter really. I don't know why it's shaking like that. I might have to turn the PID down a little bit too. It's just odd. It's never done that before. So, I don't know anyways. We'll have to, once we're done here, I'll have to take it and figure it out. Oh, I want to do that anyways. Yeah, so what I'm getting at is we are going to get enough fuel in here to send this ship back to base. You know, whether I have enough jet fuel or not, doesn't really matter. We're going to send this ship back to base. And let's see, what am I doing here? Just getting a little... I want to try and avoid that if I can. So, yeah, we'll send this back to base, and then our next build series is going to be airplanes. I know we're getting ready for, what is it, the space, right? So we're going to need, oh boy, I just hope this thing, I'm just skipping a bunch of time now. Let's see, is that, that's not bad. Looks like there's a big storm. There's a big storm brewing. It's just the waves, right? It's just the waves that we're trying to skip. Trying to get us into it. See, there's the waves there. I'm trying to get us into a decent time zone. Now, it doesn't pump any faster when you're skipping time like this. So there we go. I think. Oh well. Yeah, so we're just waiting. Haven't hit a tsunami yet. I would assume the way it is, it's not going to pull me off the bottom, but it's definitely like when the tsunami hit me the last time. Oh, because I have to turn on the... Which I haven't even turned on the furnaces. I open up the spigots. Yeah, the furnaces aren't on. Whoops. Oh no, okay, they've all got... So. Oh, I'll turn on the other side. Just make sure I'm getting oil. Oh yeah, there. It's going now. And I'll probably have to go inside. Probably have to go down inside. Those are all open. Probably what I'll do as well is change the on-off switches so they're on the wall or something. So still some configuring to do on this ship. That's alright. So let's do that. That should be... Oh, there we go. Looks like we're getting a little... We're starting to get some jet fuel now. We're starting to get lots of oil. There we go. And now these tanks are in line. I'm pretty sure like it 1, 2, 3, it'll fill up to this tank first, and then that tank, and then that tank. That's just, yeah, because they're not independent. They share. That's right. Whoa. Yeah, still a few things of navigation issues. These doors. And you get caught up in that. Right? Yeah. No, everything's going good. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know what we're going to need for diesel to keep the refineries going. I don't know if I'll be able to shut. Well, I'll have to shut the diesel off and then they'll burn out. Yeah, see, it's stopping. Oh yeah, because it's pumping in and that's pumping to the. There we go. And now we're getting lots of money. Make this worth it. Slowly getting diesel. Obviously, we're losing some because we're using it to refine. Still, we're slowly getting it. Slowly getting it. It'll be a long time. The jet is just flying. Just flying. I don't know if we'll keep up to this. To the pump, we can try. That's the one thing I did notice about the oil rig, though. It sure pumped a lot more oil, so we'll have to figure out why it's doing that. Tried to pump it into here, and it didn't want to work. Yeah. Cool. Right, so long as it's calm, we're okay to sit here and refine, and then if the weather picks up, that's why it's really important to have a bed or something on your ship. If the weather picks up, go into your bed, waste some time. Hopefully tsunami doesn't come by. I have the anchors, so we could do a test with the, we could do a test here with the magnets also. Maybe this will help the ship not drift, right? Maybe we can use the magnets now to help stability. That's my only worry right now is a tsunami could come by. It won't wipe us out. It'll do some damage, though, but it won't wipe us out. We're just going to leave it at that. I don't want these anchors to be too tight here. Yeah, that's it. Like I say, just sitting here. Oh, I heard. So save this as refinery. Let's see, drill ship. Fine. Yeah, because we're gonna need at least, let's see, 50, 60, 70. I'm gonna need at least 40,000 liters of diesel to make it back, minimum. Because I had about 50 when I arrived, and the full capacity is 38 per tank. So I used about 40,000 liters to get out here. Sure is pumping good. Yeah, see, we're losing oil there. And I don't like that. One tank is check actually downstairs and just see. Right, and then the other thing too is there's no bilge system on this ship yet. So I have to be careful I don't leave the doors open, because if I leave the doors open and a big wave comes in, it'll fill the ship up with water. And then this is all slurry, and some saturated slurry. It looks like just a couple of saturated slurry. So I could run this from here. I could take a hose and I could run it into our recycling system, and or I could pump that slurry. Yeah, we'd have to send it into our saturation system on this side, and then I could pump it right back into the tank. See the weather starting to come through. Let's keep some time. Hey, see if we can get a tsunami to come in and. What was that? Thought maybe there was. Yeah, so in our next, I guess, series of videos, I am going to try and put out some aircraft building videos. Ooh, there we go. Now we got a little bit of time here. I think that'll be really cool, actually. Everybody seems to be gearing up for space. So I have a few ideas, I think, of what we're going to try and accomplish. See if we can make a shuttle. And we'll go to space. Right? We just need to try it out. Make a shuttle, go to space. I tried out the... I tried out the... Okay, that's over there. 3,000, 6,000, that's 36,000. That's not bad. Right, so we tried out the rocket, right? And we only got 8,000, 8 kilometers in the... so then what I did is I got into my airplane with the jet engines, and I flew, you know, I easily got to 12 kilometers, way higher than the rockets. So I think we're going to need a combination of both. We're going to need rocket engines, and we're going to need jet engines. And because it's based on altitude, I presume we'll have to fly up to a certain altitude, and then the jet engines probably will no longer work at that certain altitude, and that's when we'll have to engage our rockets carry us the rest of the way, right? Into space, into the instance of space, whatever that is. Yeah, and like I say, we'll see. Are they going to give us a workbench, on the moon or something? Or do we have to bring... we're going to have to build like a lunar lander, which is no big deal, right? So that's what I'm saying, is once we determine that, that's going to determine what kind of space vehicle I build, right? So my plan, my theory, is that we'll probably build like a shuttle similar to the one that they had, right? And then in the middle will be open, and it'll have 2 doors that will open up. And then we can just launch modules from inside there, right? It'll have to be fairly large. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll launch modules from inside. I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. I know we're gonna run out of crude oil, so maybe we're not doing this. I'll turn this off for a minute, and then we'll just let the crude oil just build, and then let's see if we can do that. Let's see. In theory, I just have to do that. Because I haven't opened up the system so it feeds off itself yet. I haven't done that. So yeah, it should only just be a matter of time before they run out of diesel. Now the oil tank, it only has a capacity of 100,000 units. It sounds like a fair amount. It is a fair amount, so it'll be interesting to see. I know we've kind of already started to refine. It'll be interesting to see how much we get of each per 100,000. I could try to do a rough estimate, I suppose. Yeah, I am kind of disappointed with that. I am kind of disappointed with the helicopter. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the helicopter. It's me. Like I say, I'll have to go into I'll have to go back to base and then go to the airport, try and launch this thing. Because one button is makes you go up. I don't know. And then I think it's that's actually up on the... Yeah. One of them you have to be one of the throttles you have to be careful with anyhow. I don't want to. I just don't want to start and restart it again. That's not bad. So we got 8,000. It's almost 60,000 in jet fuel. I don't quite have. Like I say, I'll need at least 40,000 units of diesel before we'll be able to sail out of here. So that'll pretty much be my plan. Just gonna hang out here until we get to there. Yeah. Like we did in the rig, right? But yeah, I had a tsunami hit me earlier. But like I say, it wasn't set up like this. This is the first successful plant that I've had. Right, so I'll just go over a couple of things. Like when you put... So what I did is I have these 4 winches, right? These heavy winches set up, and they lower the wellhead. The problem is that they lower the wellhead slower than this drill, the pipe feeder. So what was happening is that the pipe feeder was forcing pipe through the wellhead, right? So by the time I reached the ocean floor, you can see how low the pipe is now. When it was anchoring, the wellhead or the pump would shoot up to the top of the tower here. And I was like, well, that's weird. Like, why is that? Why is that happening? Right. Well, the reason why that's happening was because I had way too much pipe in there. When you anchor it, it spits out all the additional pipe. So that was one of the issues that I was having. So what I have to do is I have to put a pipe in there, forget about using this to lower it, and I have to use the, what's the well light? That was what I wanted to turn on. And I have to use the winches to lower the wellhead, and I just have to let the pipe sit in there. Because if I don't do that, yeah, it feeds in way too much pipe. You can see our depth here. That's the length of the cable. Remember before it was like 118? It was way too long. There was just, that's how you know there are things that were happening that like shouldn't have been happening. Like, what's going on here? Look at that. 60,000, 70,000 already. So let's save this. Yeah, so that was happening, and I'm pretty sure that's what was causing the game to crash. That and the slurry. I wasn't turning the slurry. So you need to connect the pump, and you need to turn the pump on, and you need to give this pipe here a chance to fill up with slurry. And then once it's full of slurry, then you can anchor the wellhead. As soon as the wellhead is anchored to the ocean bottom, it strikes oil, right? Unless you have to drill through the continent, which we'll have to check out. We'll have to do some land drilling. But anyways, that's essentially the idea. The wellhead anchors to the ocean floor, and then it starts to drill down until it hits the oil, and that's what it needs the slurry for, right? So if your game is crashing, it could be because of one of those things. Either there's too much pipe in there, and that's causing an error. There's not enough slurry, or there's no slurry. So the wellhead will anchor, but it won't drill. And if it does drill and you do manage to pump oil like we were getting, it's very intermittent, and it'll go to a certain point, and then it'll just crash. Okay, good. Those things turned off, so now we should just be collecting crude now. Yeah, we're just going to collect crude. Let these things carry on. Cool. I should save that here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to take a really long time. See, it's coming in really slowly. It's going to take a really long time to... So that's the other thing that I'm surprised with, is the pumping amount. I mean, it's going up pretty quickly. Yeah, it's going up pretty quickly, but I want to say that the oil rig was going faster, but maybe not. Yeah, so that's where we're at here. Let this go up to like 50,000 or something like that, and then we'll refine. Now I can also refine while I'm heading back. Right, so that's the other option. I can just let this thing fill up, if it fills up, if it survives. If it survives. And then I can just unanchor this. I don't know how to pack the rod back up. I tried, and I don't know how to reclamp the rod in there. And I lost a lot, as you can see. The game just it wasn't working. Look at how many rod I used. Right? So was that 2, 4? That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 4, 5. I lost. So when I reloaded, right, I had the generator on, and I reloaded, and all the pipe that was on my cranes fell into the ocean. Because when your vehicle first loads into the game, the power's off and the magnets are off. It takes a second for everything to go on, but the pipe's still there. So yeah, so I lost a little bit of pipe. So I'm not too sure how this would go. Like, I'm gonna try, but I'll have to take the pipe out, and then I'm gonna need an area. I'm gonna need an area here, maybe in the back here. Right, I'll have to put some blocks in, where I just throw the pipe. It just hangs loose, I guess. Yeah, because I can take the pipe off the pipe rack. Right, I'm not going to, but I can take the pipe off the pipe rack. All right, let's just try it out. Let's see here. Yeah, you notice how it won't let me... Oh, did it say? It said pick up pipe, right? But notice how it won't let me pack pipe. That's not an option here. I can't pack up the pipe. So this is... I guess, I don't know. To me, that's just kind of foolish, but... That's it. It's a one-time use. So yeah, so I guess when we go to pack up, I'll just throw the rod into the ocean, and it'll either stay there or just disappear when I despawn the ship. That's what I gotta do. Throw the rod into the ocean, and yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Lots of crude oil coming through now. Probably won't take too much time. What do we got here? 6,000. 12,000. What is that? 72,000. That's pretty decent. Yeah, 72,000 already. 10,000 would be 60,000. That's not bad. I've already made almost 70,000 just to sail out here, and that, to me, that's worth it. That's the fun, right? You spend, I don't know how many hours I spent, 15 or 20 hours trying to get. Now I'm excited, right? I'm excited. I'm starting to have fun now. Just take my suit off. Cool. Yeah, we'll let this go to, I don't know, 50,000, and then we'll start it up again. Like, I almost have enough now to make it back to base, and the amount of time that it takes for me to sail from here back to dock, the hour or so, I imagine if I fill this up and then I let it refine, we'll probably have just enough diesel. Hopefully, we'll try it out. We'll have just enough diesel to get out of here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like, this is just be an update video. Once we're done pumping here and I get back to base, we are going to focus on aircraft next. I feel like I've done enough for the ships, right? We made a small rescue ship, we made a mid-sized rescue ship, larger rescue ship, an even larger rescue ship, and now we've sort of made this barge. We're gonna return. I'm not done with ships by a long shot. We're gonna return, and because I still have, we need to make a salvage vessel, and we need to still make a few more. Vessel, a ship that can launch a submersible, and a few other things, right? Plus, we have technology still that can be unlocked. Deep sea diving, and I'll need docking doors for space and weapons. At some point here, I'm gonna get the DLC so we can have explosions, and then we can make tanks and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, there's still tons. There's still lots of content to cover here. So yeah, thanks for watching this update video. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you leave the like, thank you so much for leaving a like. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and we will see you in the next one.